As mid-leaf bear drew close, the days had become shorter, darker, and much more cold. Skyclan was still trying to recover from the recent battle against Moonclan. Darkflower, a warrior who left her former home by Barrister's side that joined Lunastar and Skyclan, had received some mixed opinions on whether she should be part of Skyclan or not, and was working harder than ever, training her first apprentice ever to become a fine warrior. Demertail's kids were kept safe and warm in the nursery, and the apprentices and warriors who did not have bad injuries were busy patching up holes in their dens to prevent the snow from getting in. However, sometime overnight, the apprentices' den had collapsed, trapping the sleeping apprentices underneath and giving the warriors a sleepless night to try to dig them out. It would take some time before they could build a new, sturdy den for the apprentices, so they were moved to the unused Elder's Den, not once touched since the Skyclan had recreated by their current leader. Patrols had been lessened due to the much colder weather, as many of Skyclan's cats were built with agile, thin-furred pelts, and they had a harder time keeping warm. The Lunastar, one of the few with thicker pelts, often went out on solo patrols along the border with Moonclan, as if she feared they would try to take back that stretch of land again. The leader would return late in the day, shivering and wet from the falling snow. Multiple times, Cloudhawk and her brother, the deputy, would lead the sniffling Lunastar back to her den, and clean her pelt thoroughly, until it was dry again. Kenzie Hart would return from her own patrol and lead her mate back to their den for the night. However, in the morning again, the silver-pelted leader would eat with her clan before going out on another solo patrol. As expected, Lunastar had gotten sick, waking up one morning in a coughing fit, and a nose running. But Cloudhawk and Kenzie Hart's recommendation, she visited Icepool and Snowpaw, quickly being diagnosed with white cough. Icepool sent Lunastar to her den to rest for the few leaves of catmint. Because of the cold, most of Icepool's medicine cat supply had rotted and were unable to be used. She barely had enough catmint to help her friend. Later on that day, Demertail rushed to Icepool's den, her first standing on end, carrying a weak-looking briarcat in her jaws. The kid was coughing wildly and shivering from the cold. His eyes were dulled, and he could barely move when Demertail put him down. Icepool diagnosed him with quick kitten cough. It kept him in her den to keep an eye on him. Although she tried, she could not figure out the herb to cure the kit, and used the same herb she used on Lunastar, catmint, but also mixed a few sad-looking pieces of tansy to help with a fever. The morning after was rough. Lunastar had returned to Icepool's den, even worse than she was before. Snowpaw was sent out, accompanied by Wolfshade, to find any catmint they could find in the steadily falling snow. The two returned with nothing. Icepool tried her best to soothe the leader, as well as the kid. The two continued to steadily get worse. Cloudhawk took over Lunastar's organizing patrol, and seeing that the camp had to be cleared out, when the snow became too thick. He and Kenzie Hart checked on their leader throughout the day, only to be shooed by Icepool. As the evening fell upon the camp, both Briarcat and Lunastar were diagnosed with Greencough. Because of how contagious it was, Icepool had no choice but to move the two out of her den. By then, the apprentices' den had been finished, and the apprentices were moved back into it. Lunastar and Briarcat would stay in the unused Elder's Den until they could get better. The next morning, however, Honeycat and Leoblades had also fallen sick. They too were moved to the Elder's Den. Icepool and Snowpaw worked day and night to find herbs to help their sick cats. They traveled in the Riverclan territory, where there was more water and a higher chance of finding catmint, and although Riverclan patrols tried to stop them, upon talking to Clearstar, they were allowed to search for the herbs they needed, before they left the territory and returned to their own. With new herbs, they got to work, treating each cat and what they brought. Quickly, Honeycat and Leoblades recovered, but Briarcat and Lunastar didn't show any signs of recovering. Late that night, Briarcat passed away in his sleep, and was buried by his mother and father at the clan set vigil for him. Then left their sick leader too, too weak to even open her eyes. Soon enough, she too lost a life, and by morning, a second life had been lost before she opened her eyes and regained the strength she once had. Icepool instructed her to take it easy, as she was worried, but Lunastar said had to start organizing patrols once more, feeling much better, even with the loss of two of her lives. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Untold Tales. In the last episode, we had a battle, and we were recovering from the battle in the last couple of episodes. And this episode, we kind of Okay, good, I already did that. Lunastar lost 2 of her lives, so now she's down to 3. And we also lost 1 for kids, and Tail and Flintpelt are both devastated. Lunastar understands how upset they are, and they're probably going to be upset for a couple of days or longer. So she's going to allow them to remain in camp and kind of do whatever they want while they're still getting over the death of Briarcat. In this episode, I'm going to grab Hailpaw and his mentor and kind of work on them for a bit. And we'll also grab Lionclaw. Because Hailpaw is still an apprentice, despite being old enough to become a warrior. He was held back a little bit in his training after being aggressive and being put on the duties of watching over the kids. And now those kids are apprentices and Hailpaw can return to his duties. He's probably feeling really jealous and upset that all his siblings and Wolfshade are now warriors and he is still an apprentice, despite old enough to become to become a warrior. So we're going to chase Cityclaw, Hailpaw, and Lionclaw out to do a bit of a hunting patrol, so Hailpaw can finally become a warrior. And we'll also gather up a few materials, like this feather, to work on the borders off this way. Because the last couple of episodes as well, we have been working on building up borders around our territory. We need to kind of mark what piece of land belonged to us. Even though this is a huge waste of brambles. Those that could be used for building up dens. And they actually don't look as nice as just having the little dig spots. Moss would probably look a little bit better. In the future we may remove these, so we can build our dens, if we ever upgrade the camp. Okay, let's try in this piece of territory, see what we can find. There's a bunny. See if we can get the bunny. Lunastar is gonna not do so much hunting today. Oh, good job, Lionclaw. She's not gonna do too much hunting today, because she did just lose 2 of her lives, and she is kind of weak still. But she does want to mope around the camp. Like, oh, good job again, Lionclaw. Like Icepool recommended her do. She wants to go out and serve her clan, instead of hanging around while she waits for herself to fully recover. This may cause her to become even more tired, and she may lose another life, but she really wants to get back to work. And good job, Cityclaw. Actually, speaking of good job, when it comes to children, we're not allowed to say good job. We have to say good whatever they did. For example, if a child did a big jump off of a piece of wood, or threw a ball, we'd say good throwing, or good jumping, instead of good job. I'm still getting used to that, so I have to remind it a lot about not saying good job, and saying good jumping, good throwing, good piece of art, or something like that. It's an old habit of mine, and it's probably a habit of quite a few people. But as ECs, we cannot say that. Oh, good job, Lionclaw. And there we go again. Good hunting, Lionclaw. So maybe if I say like good hunting, good whatever in this game, then I may be able to break my habit a little bit. And I'm also going to apologize for not having an episode on Wednesday or Friday. I hope that because they didn't have as much work to do, that I'd be able to upload an episode on my schedule that I keep talking about, but I can never keep. But I ended up busy again. So I'm starting to think that Wednesdays are not a good day. Friday probably would have 100% had an episode if it weren't for the fact that I had to go over to one of my classmates' house to work on a project. And I was there until like 5 o'clock, and afterwards I didn't really feel like didn't really feel like doing anything else. And we don't have inventory space. We can't eat anything while we're here because we have to serve the clan first, defeat the kits, the queens, and the elders first. So just bury that for now, and we'll come back later for it. But yeah, I was at my friend's house for a little, friend's apartment for a little while, working on a project. And that project was about a preschool classroom, which was a lot of fun. I did it last year. But as a lot of you guys know, I did have to redo some of my classes. I didn't do very well in them, so I'm redoing them. So, yeah, I'm doing the same project as I did last year, but it had quite a few extra rules in it that weren't there last year. Here, and I'm in a group of 3 currently. Actually, I've been asked by a bunch of different people to be part of a group. I was asked by two girls to be their partner, and I had asked if we could be a group of 3 because I was asked by 2 different people, and the max number of people we can have in a group is 4. But then 3 other girls that are already in a group asked me to be their 4th member, which is real awkward because I have a hard time saying no. I have a really hard time saying no to other people, especially people that I'm good friends with, or young children. So, I didn't really say anything, but I don't really know what to do. I'm already working on a project with one group, and now another group wants me to work on the same project with them, and it's really difficult to say no to them. Am I the only one that has trouble saying no? Please tell me I'm not the only one. I have the hardest time telling people that I can't work with them, or I can't give them this, or I can't do that, or something. And I don't eat that. And honestly, the group of 3 that asked me to join them, actually they kind of put me in the group before saying anything to me, which is real awkward. I'm gonna be working on it on Monday, which, once again, is just real awkward. Because, I just heard something weird. Ignore me. Because, another group had asked me, and we were working on it yesterday, and we actually got quite a bit done. And then I did a little bit last night. And then there's, excuse me, sorry. That's real attractive, I know. And then this other group that is, one of which is one of my fellow second years that is also redoing classes. Who is a really good friend of mine. Or at least, I think she's a good friend of mine. I don't know what she thinks. But, I don't know, someone just reassure me that I'm not the only one that has trouble saying no. I actually get a lot of anxiety when it comes to telling others that I can't work with them, or I can't do this, or no, they can't use my sayings, or so I end up just kind of agreeing with them without sharing my own thoughts about it. And I guess that's not just an anxiety thing. That's just what my anxiety does. We actually came back a little early, so I just kind of sit here for a second so I can sleep. But I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do. And there's a lot of movement. You guys can't hear it. There's a lot of movement, like, out in front of my yard. It doesn't sound like a bus or anything. Buses don't come down my road. But okay, there we go. I don't know. I really should message the classmate that I'm currently working on a project with and see if she wants to work on it sometime this weekend. Maybe tomorrow. I think now that we went up with Hailpaw, I think we'll go up with Bluepaw and Mossfur. So Bluepaw is over here. And Mossfur, where are you at? Up here, I'm pretty sure. And I think we'll take... let's take Silverfoot with us. And we do decently well with our hunting, so I think we'll just go around and collect stuff for our borders up this way. Even though, now that I'm thinking about it, it is a little ugly looking. Hey, but my idea was that we'll go around and make borders out of these brambles to show what part of our territory is ours, instead of just digging holes. I'm starting to think that maybe a better idea that we can do with it is, for any of you who watch Warrior Cat series, she leads a set of 3 apples per piece of territory that they own. Maybe instead of using these brambles, we should use feathers to match Skyclan, even though feathers is more of a Moonclan thing. We're not playing with Moonclan, so that's fine. Maybe we should use these feathers and kind of put 3 or 4 feathers, or a feather, like, in the corner of each of our little territory markers, and that'll show that, yes, this is our territory. Or maybe we should keep the kind of bramble borders. You guys let me know in the comments what you prefer. Should I continue making these little bramble barriers around pieces of our territory, or should we just kind of mark part of our territory with, like, feathers or something in the shit that belongs to us? Because you guys gotta let me know. But for now, I'm just gonna collect up... oh, let's not. Collect up brambles and stuff and complete this part of the border. And these feathers will be put over the brambles once I've gotten moss over it. Bubble, blue lily. Let's see if we can sneak down here. Yes, we can. Oh, or not. Never mind. We also kind of put Skyclan in a weird location, because we have a lot of areas where cats will attack. It's good for XP, but there's a lot of areas where cats can attack us. And that can cause our cats to die. Early in the series, we lost a couple of our cats, Fuzzypelt and Cloudstorm, to Windclan. Which was sad. It was really sad. Misty Storm was devastated, but Birchpaw is a result of Cloudstorm's love for Misty Storm, and Birchpaw will grow up to be a fine warrior one day. I think he will. Let's see, get feather. We're actually almost nearing nearing our time limit. So we'll just put these couple brambles down, and then we'll head back to Moonclan. And I think because of these little boxes in the corner, I'll put the brambles above the box, and then we'll head back. Alright, we've hit 15 minutes, so that will be the end of this episode, and we'll quickly grab a drink and eat something before we save. Alright. That'll be the end of this episode here. And I hope you liked this episode. And if you want to see more, if you're new and have not subscribed yet, I suggest commenting, and subscribing to see more. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.